Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Mohammad Al-khresheh from Northern Border University, which is located in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. It's my pleasure to be presenting at the 11th Euro Knowledge Development International Hybrid Conference on Education, Psychology, and Behavioral Science. Today I'll be discussing and presenting my systematic review paper, which talks about the future of artificial intelligence and English language teaching that deals with pros and cons of ChatGPT implementation through a systematic review. Let us proceed right now with the first slide of this presentation, which is an introduction. We all know right now that the intersection of the relationship of artificial intelligence and education has recently opened many new doors for teaching and learning. Let us say that among the artificial intelligence tools currently making a significant impact, it is ChatGPT. So ChatGPT here stands out for its interactive conversational ability, bringing personalized feedback and engagement into the learning process. This paper mainly explores this innovative role. We are going to explore this innovative role of ChatGPT within the field of English language teaching. And this definitely by examining both the benefits and the challenges associated with its use. So through this research, I did my best to provide a balanced view that can support both educators and researchers as they consider integrating this technology into their work. The main objective of this study was to evaluate to assess ChatGPT's impact on English language teaching, particularly how it enhances the learner engagement and autonomy while identifying certain key challenges, like, for example, academic dishonesty and reliance on artificial intelligence. So I would like to say that the deep scope of this review focused on certain studies published in a short period, which is between 2023 and 2024. And the rationale behind the selection, the selection of this period was just to capture the most current perspectives on ChatGPT's role in English language teaching. So I believe that for educators and researchers, this study might serve as a foundational resource for understanding the potential and the limits of ChatGPT, as we all believe that it becomes more commonly used in educational settings. To achieve this main objective, the study suggested two main research questions, as you can see here on this slide. The first research questions deals with the reported benefits of using ChatGPT in English language teaching, particularly in improving language learning outcomes. And the second questions deals with the challenges and the periods that have been already identified in integrating ChatGPT into English language teaching, and more specifically, how have these challenges or periods have been addressed in existing literature. To achieve or to answer these research questions, let us talk a little bit about the methodology of this study. Briefly, I used a systematic approach to answer these research questions. The first step in this methodology I used the Web of Science database. I give the priority for this database for its important, because this database has publishes very good quality papers, peer-reviewed studies, and this also was to ensure reliability. Second, I applied a certain criteria, inclusion and exclusion criteria. So only peer-reviewed journal articles, some also conference paper dissertations that published between 2023 and 2024, which specifically addressed ChatGPT in English language teaching, were included. And as I said, this also just to ensure that the focus remained on recent developments. After an initial search that yielded 45 studies, I carefully filtered them based on relevance and narrowing down to 22 studies for full review. So using a structured extraction process, I focused on each study's design, participant demographics, intervention type, and let us say outcomes. I believe, to be honestly, that this approach might provide a clear and consistent basis for analysis, and definitely will cover the key aspects for each study. Let us now move to the results section. In this section, I found many benefits as well as many challenges of ChatGPT in English language teaching, but because of time limit, I don't think that we can cover all of these benefits or challenges, but I did my best to summarize and choose the most important benefits and challenges. As for the benefits of using ChatGPT in English language teaching, we can summarize them in 4 points. Number one, we can say enhanced language skills. So many studies found that ChatGPT supports vocabulary acquisition, grammar correction, let us say writing fluency by this is why, because they provide immediate personalized feedback, which is, as you know, especially useful in language learning. The second benefit is regarding increased learner autonomy. Also, many studies found that ChatGPT fosters self-directed learning by allowing students to pace themselves and receive guidance as needed, which I believe is, let us say, a valuable complement to instructor-led sessions. The third benefit here, which I would like also to draw your attention to, which is the higher engagement. Many studies found that ChatGPT increases students' engagement and motivation. So we believe the interactive and conversational nature of ChatGPT might hold students' attention, and this will directly or indirectly makes learning practice let us say more engaging, interesting, and by extension might be also more effective. The last one, which I believe this is the most important thing for many teachers, teacher workload reduction. Also, several studies found ChatGPT assist with automated feedback and routine practices, practice tasks, which definitely will enable teachers to spend more time in personalized instruction. And this is in line with the cognitive law theory. To summarize these benefits, we can see that ChatGPT's role in enhancing learner engagement, autonomy, and skill development definitely make it a powerful tool in English language teaching, but when? Definitely if it is used thoughtfully and smartly. Let us move right now to also talk about the challenges reported by the studies that I have already reviewed. As I said before, there are many challenges, let us say disadvantages of using ChatGPT, but also we don't have enough time here to talk about all these challenges. So let us also focus or talk about the most important challenges in using ChatGPT or in ChatGPT integration. Number one, over-reliance on ChatGPT, over-reliance generally on artificial intelligence, specifically ChatGPT in particular, could be considered one of the main challenges. Let us explain this. We can say that there is a concern that students may depend too heavily on ChatGPT. So if they depend too heavily on ChatGPT, definitely this will lead to potential skill erosion, especially if they, let us say, bypass critical thinking and self-expression in favor of quick AI-generated responses. The second challenge, which is considered very significant and very important, academic integrity. The ease with which ChatGPT generates text raises issues around plagiarism and misuse, particularly, let us say, for example, in formal assignments. One also of the significant challenges I found while reviewing these papers, ethical and access concerns, such as, for example, you can see data privacy, artificial intelligence bias, and the digital all divide are significant obstacles, considered significant obstacles, while some learners benefit greatly, significantly from using ChatGPT in English language teaching, definitely others may not have equal access, and this will create a difference. So these challenges remind us that AI tools, like for example ChatGPT here, must be well balanced with traditional methods, and this is a very important thing here to ensure learners always develop comprehensive language skills. Let us move right now to the discussion slide here. Honestly, we need much time also to explain the findings that we have already reported regarding the challenges and benefits of using ChatGPT. Uh, Let us explain briefly these findings in the context of our research questions we have already introduced earlier in this presentation. As for the first question, simply regarding ChatGPT's benefits, we see that these benefits just because its interactive feedback and flexibility align with learning theories that advocate for personalized, self-directed learning. So ChatGPT's contribution to learner engagement and motivation highly matches the positive effects noted in several previous studies. As for the second question on challenges, our findings support definitely concerns raised in artificial intelligence literature, particularly the risk of dependency and ethical implications, which have been also acknowledged by several studies. So what I would like to say here and draw your attention, it is the fact that while ChatGPT provides available assistance, definitely over-reliance could seriously limit critical thinking and autonomy, which I personally believe that these are two essential aspects of language mastery. So generally, ChatGPT should be seen as only a supplement rather than a replacement for traditional English language teaching methods, supporting, and this definitely will support students while maintaining a well-structured learning environment. Let us move now to the implications. Here, I have divided the implications into three main parts for educators, policymakers, and curriculum designers. Briefly, for educators, they should integrate ChatGPT as a supportive tool rather than a primary method. This will provide instant feedback and emphasize ethical AI use and critical engagement. Also, for policymakers, there are many implications I can share here, but we can see briefly that they can develop guidelines around ethical use, data privacy, and equal access, ensuring that AI benefits are available to all students. Lastly, for curriculum designers, they should create balanced learning environments where ChatGPT complements hands-on instruction, maximizing benefits while minimizing potential over-reliance. Lastly, there are many suggestions, recommendations, directions for future research, but here we will focus on the most important things. And to be honest, there is still much to explore. Here I suggest three key areas for future research. Number one, as for long-term impact, I highly encourage researchers to investigate how continuous use of ChatGPT influences language retention, let us say deeply critical thinking and skill development over time. This is very important thing for long-term impact. For the second thing is regarding integration strategies. I also here highly encourage researchers to explore more methods for blending ChatGPT with the traditional teaching to find an optimal balance. Regarding ethics and privacy, also addressing ethical certain concerns, particularly around data privacy and artificial intelligence bias, just to ensure that AI in education always remains, let us say, responsible and inclusive. Thank you very much. And to conclude, let us say that while ChatGPT, I believe, shows considerable promise in enhancing English language teaching, I think its implementation must be carefully balanced to avoid over-reliance and ethical disadvantages. or ethical pitfalls. I hope this review provides valuable insight for educators, researchers, and policymakers as they consider how best to use AI in education. Once again, thank you very much for your attention. I hope that you will like this presentation. Thank you.